Okay, so now we're moving past the pectoral girdle. We're going to look at the humerus here and the bony landmarks associated with it. But before we get started, I would think it'd be beneficial to go over the two spellings you might see of this. So one is the correct spelling, and it means the bone you're seeing in front of you. And the other one is a word you would use to describe your anatomy TA. So I'm going to encourage you to pause it here, and I want you to tell me which one's which. And assuming you've done that, I'm going to cross out the incorrect one, which is the one here. And please do not use this on an exam. It will make me very sad. You should know the spelling of the bone. But not just the spelling, you need to know all the bony landmarks. So we break it up into two kind of sections. We have a proximal end and a distal end. And let's start with the proximal end, and then we'll bring it down. Okay? I'm just going to grab it here and hopefully bring it a little bit closer for you. I can. There we go. So the anatomical neck of the bone is what is encompassed by this like ball protrusion that you see, whereas the surgical neck is around this surface. And why it's called the surgical neck is this because this is where it's most likely to break, where anatomical neck is the connection between the head of the bone and its other parts. Okay, what we see on the anterior surface is the lesser tubercle. And if I rotate it to the lateral view, you can see nicely the greater tubercle, which is right here. And we've talked a lot about this intertubercular groove, but now you can actually see it. And it's made of a floor, a lateral lip, and a medial lip. And just so you know, bicipital groove is synonymous with intertubercular groove. You can use either. Okay. And then moving down, we have a deltoid tuberosity, and you can appreciate how that kind of protrudes out the bones here, or the bone rather, and that is the attachment point for the deltoids. Okay, so now we're going to be moving down to the distal end, which I'm gonna, too much. Okay, so the first thing you notice is how this medial epicondyle pops right out like a sore thumb, and accompanying that is the medial supracondylar ridge, which is what I'm tracing with my pointer here. And conversely, we have the lateral supracondylar ridge and that lateral epicondyle poking out here. Okay. The trochlea of the bone is this segment here. And the capitulum is this one here. Remember, this is lateral capitulum, medial trochlea. I'm actually not sure how to pronounce that. And we have three fossas on this distal end of the bone we also need to know. So we have the, now get this wording down, it's the coronoid fossa. Remember with the clavicle there was a conoid tubercle, so do not mix up those words. We have a radial fossa right there. And then on the posterior side of the bone, if I'm flipping it over, we have the olecranon fossa. And that's it. That's your humerus.